Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell everybody what needs to be said. Wii U third-party support is dead, it's not coming back, and the final nail in the coffin has been nailed. So the first thing is, Nintendo went their whole E3 without showing one third-party game. And no, Bayonetta 2 doesn't count because that's being published by Nintendo. So, not only did they go the whole E3 without showing a third-party game, but now another nail has just been nailed in the coffin from an unlikely group. Now, everybody knows that EA Sports is known for supporting consoles long past their lifespan. The last EA Sports game for the PlayStation 2 was FIFA 14. The last game released on the original Xbox was Madden 09. The last game released on the PS1 was an EA Sports game, as far as I can tell. You get the point what I'm trying to say. But anyways, they're known for supporting consoles long past their lifespan. So you know something is wrong. I mean, even if they're just roster updates, they still support them. So you know something is horribly wrong when FIFA 15 not only for a second time in a row does not have a Wii U version, but here's the insult to injury. FIFA 15 is going to be on, okay, now these sound normal, PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, PC. And it's also going to be on the 3DS, the original Wii, which is a console that, long story short, it's pretty much dead. Nintendo's already shut the online service off for it, and to make matters worse, not only has Nintendo shut the online service off for it, but it's not even in production anymore as far as the normal full-featured Wii goes. Now you can only get the Wii Mini, which lacks online, and the PlayStation Vita, which is a console which has mostly been shunned by Western third parties due to the fact that it's not a real popular console in the West, aside from a bunch of imported Japanese games such as role-playing games and the like, and visual novels. But anyways, point here is the Wii U is so dead that even sports games, the games that are commonly criticized for being roster updates, those games are skipping the Wii U. Now that should say a lot, because they're not only skipping the Wii U, but they're skipping it in favor of the original Wii. Now keep in mind, EA isn't the only publisher to do this. 2K Games and Bethesda and many others are not releasing Wii U games. Like even the new Call of Duty, one of the few franchises that supported the Wii with the multi-platform version. Even that game is not on the Wii U. And that should say a lot right there. Because when even those games, I mean, sure, you might not care for them, but apparently a lot of people do because they keep making them. Even though those games are skipping the Wii U, many other games are skipping the Wii U. I mean, Ubisoft, they pretty much went to E3 with none of their major games on the Wii U at all. And they were one of the last holdouts supporting the Wii U. So, what's this say about Nintendo? Third-party support is dead. If you want to play the Wii U, I have nothing against that. I mean, who cares if you want to buy a game console to play a Super Smash Bros. Game? I mean, one that's been every Nintendo console since the N64. Who cares if you want to buy it to play a Zelda game, which has been on every Nintendo console since the original Nintendo Entertainment System, except for maybe the Virtual Boy? Who cares if you want to play yet another rehashed Mario or pay for a Mario ROM editor? Because, let's be honest here, because that's all the Wii U really has in its pipeline. It has Bayonetta, but did any Nintendo owner ever play the first one? I mean, who didn't own a 360 or PS3, because I'm seeing people hype it and these people never even cared about the first Bayonetta. And there was Xenoblade, which was such a big seller that it was only sold in one store in America. And of course, let me show you one more thing. Of course, I have to show you this. Because here's the thing, the Wii U, not only is it a dead system, but the corporate bean counters in charge, they can't even put an Ethernet port on here. They want you to buy a $20 Ethernet dongle just to play online with Ethernet and not slow wireless. Because here's the thing, the Wii U, if all you want to play is a few Nintendo games, that's all you're going to get. Because third-party sales for the Wii U are in the gutter. Nobody who owns a Wii U is buying third-party games for it. And third-party on the Wii U, it's dead. Completely dead. I mean, even some Nintendo published games like Wonderful 101 or Sonic Lost World, those were selling terrible. And of course, if you don't mind a licensed game here or there, like a Lego video game, because who knows how many Lego video games there have been at this point. I mean, ever since Lego Star Wars, it's like they basically made one for everything under the sun. And of course, the Wii U also has Sonic Boom, which it's a total train wreck. I mean, even the people who like the Wii U are ripping on it. I mean, Game Explain. These were people who like nearly every Nintendo game, and they had like 15, 20, 30 Mario Kart 8 videos before it even came out. They're thinking Sonic Boom is going to be a dud. And many people are thinking that game is going to be a dud. So, and that's like one of the few Wii U third-party games it's got. So, what does this say about Nintendo? Third-party on the Wii U is dead. It's not coming back. And here's the thing. First-party games alone, they're not going to sell the console. They're not going to get your average everyday gamer into wasting $300 for a system with no Ethernet port. And keep in mind, Nintendo in one of the, I think their Smash Bros. Direct, they said that for best online experience you should buy one of these, even though everything under the sun has had an Ethernet port since when? I mean, since maybe early mid-2000s. Honestly, the Wii U is dead, and nothing's going to change that. You're not going to convince an average gamer that the Wii U is worth the investment when it only has Nintendo first-party games. Sure, is there an audience for Nintendo first-party games? Yes. Is it small? Yes, because the PS4 has already outsold the Wii U, except in Japan where it hasn't, because it does not have any of the Japanese games that people really want. And it hasn't outsold it in, and it's probably going to be outsold by the Xbox One, because they just did a Kinect price drop and they patched the firmware so it does not tell you when Kinect's disconnected, so it does not nag you to plug it in at all. So you've got two consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, and the Wii U. It doesn't stand a ghost of a chance against the Wii U. Especially because third party is dead. Let's be honest here. If, like, let's just say, when Destiny comes out, it's not going to be on the Wii U. When The Witcher 3 comes out, it's not going to be on the Wii U. When the sports game comes out, it's not going to be on the Wii U. When the new CODs and Battlefields come out, they're not going to be on the Wii U. When Sunset Overdrive comes out, I know that's an exclusive, that's not going to be on the Wii U. Well, actually, I'll stop using exclusives. When other games like the new Dragon Age come out, they're not going to be on the Wii U. When the new Mass Effect, which I think has been already kind of confirmed for being in development, comes out, that won't be on the Wii U. When Mass Effect 3 was on the Wii U. Sniper Ghost Warrior, not Sniper Ghost Warrior, Sniper Elite, because there are two games of Sniper, it can be confusing. Sniper Elite 3. Sniper Elite 3 is not going to be on the Wii U, and the V2, that was on the Wii U. And, many games are skipping the Wii U. Sure, Far Cry 4, that's not going to be on the Wii U. The new Assassin's Creed, that's not going to be on the Wii U. And the Wii U already had two other Assassin's Creeds. It doesn't matter how dude or bro you try to stereotype those games as. It doesn't matter how many derogatory remarks you make, because, let's be honest, more people care about those games than Super Mario 3D World or the like. Sure, it doesn't matter if a small internet fan base that's dwindling thinks it's good, because, let's be honest, those games alone aren't enough to sell Wii U's. And indie games, those aren't on the Wii U either. I mean, even indie games, those are skipping the Wii U. I mean, Minecraft, skipping the Wii U. Don't Starve, skipping the Wii U. Terraria, skipping the Wii U. Binding of Isaac, well, Nintendo censored it on the 3DS, so good luck with that ever coming to a Nintendo platform. And even the big indie games that people seem to eat up, those games aren't coming to the Wii U. And other than a Way Forward or a Shinen game, nobody buys those games on the Wii U. Nobody. And there isn't an indie platform that makes the Wii U accessible, like, let's just say, XNA on a 360, or ID at Xbox on the Xbox One, or the mobile SDK, or whatever that's called, on the PlayStation Vita. It doesn't have one of them. And it doesn't help that Nintendo's indie person wasn't allowed to speak with somebody giving an interview. So, what does this say about Nintendo? Nobody wants to make games for their systems. Their system has no games, and third party alone isn't going to sell a system. You know, the last two Nintendo systems with major third party, the NES and the Super Nintendo, those two systems also happen to be the best selling and happen to have the most notable library of games. Especially when developers like Squaresoft left, or EA left, or when you had stuff like the Capcom 5, where Capcom was supposed to develop 5 games for Nintendo. Only 4 of them came out, 1 was a critical bomb, and the other 3 were ported to the Sony PlayStation 2, with one of them, Resident Evil 4, being ported to literally every platform under the sun. So all in all, my thoughts on this: the Wii U, it's dead. It really is dead. And nobody is going to buy it because outside of the small fan base, or the people who already own an Xbox One, a PS4, or a nice expensive gaming PC, sorry, Intel graphics don't count. Intel graphics or cheap, lowest of the low-end AMD CPUs, those don't count, sorry. So if you have one of those 3, or let's just say another console, if you own any of those, then let's be honest here. There's no reason that the only people who are buying the Wii U are those who already own one of those consoles, or for those who only play Nintendo games. And I'm guessing there's more of those people who own other platforms than those who only play Nintendo games. Because it's hard to believe that there are people who only play video games from one company. Those people are no different than the stereotypical gamer who only plays Madden. Because, like I said, there's been a Zelda on every Nintendo system since since the original Nintendo. There's been a Mario on every system since the original Nintendo. And there's of course been a Smash Brothers on every Nintendo system since the N64. And let's be honest, does anybody really care about Splatoon? I mean, I'm not seeing this game pick up popularity in the MLG circuit, or the circuits that helped popularize Halo and Call of Duty, because that's all I have to say. Nobody is going to want to play Nobody's going to want to play the Wii U, especially outside that small target demographic. And Smash Brothers, that's coming to the 3DS too, and more people own one of those. Might as well just end it here, because that's all I really have to say on this issue. Nobody's going to buy a console with no games, no Ethernet port, with DRM in the eShop that makes the Xbox One's original DRM look like a saint, because at least that wouldn't lock you out of your games if your console died on you, like with Nintendo. And that's all I really have to say on this. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and please, vote with your wallets. The wallet is a powerful tool. Instead of, let's just say, wasting your money on systems with no games, why don't you go buy the systems with games? Or, if you own a Wii U, go out and support the third-party games on it, because, let's be honest, A console needs games to survive. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.